Mary, it's been a year since we chatted. Back then, Shannon Airport was just coming out of the COVID pandemic. How are things now that we're 12 months on?
Well, Owen, delighted to speak with you. A year on, it's a completely different picture, thankfully. So we've seen very strong pent-up demand for international travel. We've bounced back very strongly. So last year, we got back to 88% of pre-pandemic levels in 2022, which was very strong, considering the first quarter of last year, we were still heavily impacted by restrictions, and the US didn't fully open up until July. So a very good outturn for the year. And the prospects look really good for this year, which is encouraging.
Great.
We have more services to Europe than we had in 2019. We will have 35 routes in total operating this year to 11 countries. We hope, all going well, to surpass pre-pandemic levels. So in a good place.
Great. And is it strong outbound demand and inbound tourism? Is it in both directions?
It's in both directions, Owen, which is very encouraging. So I think the Irish people are just dying to get off the island still. You still, even a year on, there's still that really strong demand. So people are exploring new destinations. We have 5 new European routes opening this year: Porto, Naples, Newcastle, Béziers, Liverpool, and there's great demand for anything new that comes on the market from Shannon.
Great. And the all-important North American market, it's back into Shannon, which is fantastic. And the North American market is our, if you like, our best prospect for the year ahead. Those flights from the likes of New York and Boston and stuff, are they performing well?
Very strong. So the transatlantic returned here just over a year ago, so March of last year. So we're back daily JFK with Aer Lingus and Boston with Aer Lingus daily. And United came back here at the end of March. So they're now operating daily into Newark. And the end of May, we see the new service to Chicago launching. So that's daily into Chicago O'Hare. So again, to your earlier point there about strong inbound, we've seen very strong inbound tourism and very strong load factors on those routes. That's a really important market for us, not only in Shannon, but the entire broader catchment area and right up and down the Wild Atlantic way.
Yeah.
There's a higher spend from transatlantic.
Yeah. And I often think of the world from a tourism lens, but in fact, Shannon is critical, isn't it, to the whole Western seaboard in terms of FDI, in terms of exports, in terms of multinationals, as well as just tourism visitors.
It is, and that's important for the sustainability of those flights as well, Owen, because you mentioned FDI there. Over 40% of Ireland's FDI is in this catchment area, and it's no coincidence. It's here because of that daily connections to the US, to the East Coast, to the US. And it is really important. And we've seen a number of multinationals. Indeed, only about 6 weeks ago, we had the launch of Eli Lilly, a new sod turning in Limerick. So they will be growing their footprint in Ireland and particularly in this region. So it is very important that companies like that can get in and out of this region quickly. And that's really important. So the connectivity that Shannon provides is so important for industry. And I suppose the added advantage we have here is that, we're that bit smaller, so we can make it easier for both corporate clients and tourists to travel through Shannon. So if you talk about the American market, we've combined TSA and European security checks in central search. So it's only one security check in Shannon. Yeah. And from the investment that we did during the pandemic, that we have state-of-the-art technology, so you don't need to take out your liquids and gels. So it's all about making it really seamless through security and through CBP for those passengers.
Yeah. And do you survey passengers in terms of their satisfaction levels? I presume it's a very pleasant experience going in and out of Shannon Airport.
Yes, actually, the latest Red Sea survey had ranked our brand really high, and it was for exactly that reason, that it's easy to get here, easy to park, easy to get through the airport. And we've done things like we've been accredited by the World Health Organization as an age-friendly airport.
Yes.
Because if you look at that initiative together with the sensory room that we launched pre-COVID, it's all about really making it easy because if you make it easier for people with disabilities or sensory needs and your aging population, it's easy for everyone.
Absolutely. Talk to me about sustainability for a moment, Mary, because Shannon Airport has always kind of taken a leading role in that. And I know you're a member of the Shannon Economic Estuary Task Force, and I think that's due to report in the summer, isn't it? And there's big potential there for aviation and the Shannon Airport itself in terms of meeting the sustainability challenges that face us all.
Absolutely. I think, the last point there, it's facing us all. We all need to step up to the plate. We launched our own sustainability strategy last year, and it's really about embedding that sustainability culture into our DNA and right throughout everything we do as an organization. But to the point, we can do so much to green our own operation. But at the end of the day, we need to decarbonize aviation. We're an island nation. We're reliant on, aircraft to take us in and out of the country. We know 90% of our visitors arrive by air. So there's a real opportunity in this region with the work of the Shannon Estuary Economic Task Force, looking at the potential for floating offshore wind. And we've heard a lot of coverage in the media about this in recent months. I think it's really a unique opportunity for Ireland. We have one of the best floating wind opportunity in the globe. And it's about trying to put the right planning, consenting, enabling infrastructure in place to really realize that opportunity. So, I do think this is an industry of the future and something that, Ireland needs, but Europe needs, and I think it's a real opportunity for Ireland.
And I think, if memory serves me right, the EU have mandated that a certain percentage of aviation fuel in future has got to be sustainable. So, you're right. We have no choice in the matter. We have to take great strides in that direction.
Absolutely. And, you're absolutely right. There's blended mandates coming down and they'll be imposed on airlines. And today they won't be able to satisfy those mandates from fuel supplied in Ireland. So let's try and get ahead where we can here. And it will require government support, right policies, incentives to really kickstart this. At the end of the day, the most critical thing is having that abundant source of green energy, and we have that as an island nation.
Yeah, it's literally on our doorstep, as you say. You recently did a deal or finalised the deal with Clare County Council so that they manage Bunratty Castle. Was that a difficult decision to make, because you're kind of obviously consolidating or concentrating on your core kind of Shannon Airport sort of campus? What's the thinking behind that?
Well, I suppose when COVID hit, we had to look at our strategy and refresh our strategy to position ourselves for recovery, your survival in the first instance, then recovery and growth. So we really looked at our core mandate, and our core mandate as a group is to look at promoting air services and aviation in and around Shannon Airport and maximising the commercial return on our land and property assets. So very much a commercial mandate, drive aviation activity, and a commercial mandate, land and property. So in the context of that mandate, our heritage business, these are iconic sites. They're so important for tourism, and probably don't fit in a pure commercial world. And yet it's a business that we're very proud of, and we've operated it since the group was formed in 2014. I've done a lot of work, invested, and I think we've all seen the benefit of that. It provides really, good employment from not only, our entertainers and all the people that provide the service, but a lot of seasonal work for young people and college students. So it's a fantastic business, but difficult to be pure commercial. So we were trying to find the right home. So I think the fit with the local authority is ideal. And government have been very helpful and have supported that transfer. So this week, we've completed, all the legals and all the work associated with that transfer. So the iconic sites of Bunratty Castle and Folk Park, Napogue Walled Gardens and Castle, you have Craigenown, that's the historic Bonsade site, and our retail operation of Cliffs of Moher. They're all now transferred over to Clare County Council. And we will continue to work with them to support the transition, to ensure everything's successful.
Yeah, because it's very much, even though it might, ownership or management might lie elsewhere, it's very much a collective, and it's a kind of a collaborative approach. It's not just for Shannon and County Clare and the Western Seaboard, but even for Ireland Inc. We all have to work together to attract people here to enjoy the great experience on the ground.
Absolutely. And it's a huge selling point for this region to have those sites here and have them open and have products like the medieval banquet. You can't get that.
They're world famous.
They're unique. So I think it's great that we've secured the future of this business and that investment will go into it into the longer term. And as you said, Owen, regardless of who owns it, we're in an industry where everyone has to work together. That's the only way we'll all survive and grow into the future. Yeah.
Great. Well, listen, thank you so much, Mary, for your time. When we chatted a year ago, the pandemic was just over. We weren't quite sure how things were going to progress, but I think we can say 12 months on, things have gone better than anticipated. And certainly what you've told us, it's really exciting and stimulating. I think the future is very positive for that part of Ireland.
Yes, totally agree. I think we're a lot better placed than any of us would have envisaged. And I suppose, again, I would just like to give a shout out to everyone that supports us and thank them for that support.
Super. Thanks so much, Mary.
Thank you.